Hey, welcome to Short's classes. Today we are going to be doing a mathematical warm-up test. Also, we'll be solving along with the questions. You can WhatsApp or call us at the given number for any queries or for questions or for full videos on our courses. Let's dive into the test right away. The first one says if 16 into 3 square equals to x to the power 3, then x is equals to among the following option. Rather than multiplying out each of the side, let us simplify. We can rewrite 16 as 2 to the power 4. Now if we cancel, that is 2 to the power 4 into 3 square equals to x into 2 to the power 3. Now if we cancel this two term, it comes to 2 into 3 square, which is equals to x, and thus the correct answer is x equals to 9 into 2, which is equals to 18. Thus option number C. This is the very basic sum. Since there will be a bit of time pressure when you are going to be doing, people usually face problem and make mistakes. But if you use techniques as this one, you will be doing it correctly and in just a second. Moving on to the next question. Now the next question asks of us, how many dollars is the price of a certain portable tape recorder reduced during a sale? We are given two statements, 1 and 2. Let's see what they say. The price of the portable tape recorder is reduced by 25% during the sale. The sale price of the portable tape recorder is $36. Notice that statement 1 tells us the reduction as a percentage, but without any dollar figure. We don't know the exact amount of the reduction, and we are asked how many dollars is the price of a certain portable tape recorder reduced during a sale. Now look at statement number 2. We now know the dollar amount after the reduction, but without knowing either the original amount or the percentage of reduction. But without knowing either the original amount, which I represented as OA, we won't be enough to answer the question. Thus, let us see what the options are given. Statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient. This is not true, as we saw that we don't know how much the amount of reduction has been there by the first statement. So let us cross out the first statement and the D1. Now we are left with B, C and E. Now looking at statement 2, we now know that we don't know the original amount or the percentage of reduction. We only know the amount, which is $36, which is unsure whether it's after reduction or before reduction. Hence we can now eliminate B also. Now we are left with C. However, when we put the two statements, that is 1 and 2, together, we have enough information to write a equation that is 0.75x, since there is 25% reduction, which is equals to $36, where x is the original amount. Once we subtract the price after the reduction, we'll have the answer to this question. But remember, from the data sufficiency questions, we don't need to get the actual answer to the question. We just need to know that they are sufficient. Thus, we can cross out option number E, and thus option number C, which states that both statements together are sufficient, but neither statement alone is sufficient. Let's see another question. Now the next question says that of the 720 players who participate in a softball tournament, 65% travel more than 200 miles to play. Notice this is a percent problem, so we'll start by finding the number of players of each segment. What is the difference between the number of participants who traveled more than 200 miles and the number of participants who traveled 200 miles or less. These are the following options. Let's see how to do this. Let's start by finding the number of players who traveled more than, that is, players who traveled more than 200 miles. That is 65% of 720, which is nothing but 468. The number of players who travel 200 miles more or less than players with more or less 200 miles equals 720 minus 468, which is 252. Although both 468 and 252 are answer choices, the question asks the difference between the number of participants who traveled more than 200 miles and the number of participants who traveled 200 miles or less. Thus, the answer will be 468 minus 252, which is equals to 216. If you prefer, you can also deal with the difference of the percentage rather than that of the actual numbers of people. That is 65% minus 35%, giving us 30%, and 30% of 720 equals 216. That is option number B. We have a similar kind of question as the second question that we did. We are given r minus s equals to 240 and whether r equals to 320. We are given two statements, r equals to 4s. Notice one might be eager to say yes or no on this data sufficiency problem because s certainly gives us the answer, but if r is equals to 4s, then we can substitute it in the first equation, giving us 4s minus s equals to 240. That is, s equals to 3s equals to 240 and s equals to 240 by 3, which is equals to 80. Thus each of these independent statements are sufficient all alone. Also notice now if we take only s equals to 80, putting it in these values, we can find out r equals to 240 minus 80, giving us plus 80, giving us 320. That is, each of these independent statements are sufficient alone. That is option number D. Now next we have a question on speed, distance and time. We are given that the loaded trailer travels 7 miles in 1 hour and 10 minutes. Therefore we know distance equals to rate into time. That is speed into time. Thus any problem with terms like speed or miles per hour can be typically solved by dividing 7 by 1 by 6, which is 1 hour and 10 minutes written as a mixed number, and this equals to 6. Thus the answer is option number A. Let's see another question very quickly. In the next question, y is an odd integer. Which of the following must be an even integer? This is a very simple question and you can do it very fast. Notice there is the word written must, that it will be an even integer. So let us take y as an odd integer, which is 3. Now let's plug this into the given equations. Thus this is equals to 3 plus 2, which is 5, 3 plus 6, which is 9, 2 into 3, 6, minus 1, which is 5, 3 into 3, which is 9, and 3 is a 9 plus 1, which is equals to 10. Thus when we plugged in odd integer, we got an even integer for option number E. Hence E will be the correct answer. Next we have a very simple question. Laura borrows $240 interest free from her parents, like we always do, to pay for a college textbook. Not necessarily. If she pays back 2.5% of this amount quarterly, how many months will it take for her to pay back $42? Now Laura pays back 2.5% of the loan each quarter of the year. That is 2.5% of $240, which is nothing but $6. If she already has paid $42, that means she has paid 42 divided by 6 for 7 quarters. To pay back $42 requires 7 quarterly payments. So how many months is that? Each quarter of the year consists of 3 months. Thus 3 into 7 is equals to 21 months. Thus option number D is the correct answer. With this we come to an end of another great video. Please like, subscribe to our channel and press the notification button for more videos. You can also contact us at the number +91 98 367 93076 via WhatsApp, or you can call us directly for any questions, queries, or for full videos on our courses.